Crews will be a vital feature for surviving as a pirate in RELL SEAS. And in this video, I will explain why that is the case. But before I do, please consider joining the Sphinx Pirates. We are currently one of the top RELL SEAS crews there is and have big plans for when the game comes out. We will support each other in the ways I'm about to explain in this video. All you have to do to join is convince us that you are skilled at combat. Thanks for listening. Anyways, back to the video. Reason 1. You are likely to be attacked by groups of enemies a lot. Events such as ship wars, marine wars, and being attacked by other crews will include multiple opponents. This means that solo players will be heavily outnumbered. The only way to not be outnumbered is, obviously, to have a team of their size yourself. In summary, if you do not have a crew to back you up in RELL SEAS, you will be outnumbered in many situations and have to face off against multiple opponents, most likely losing. Reason 2. Progression and obtaining things such as weapons, fruits, currency, and more will be much easier. In RELL SEAS, things such as selling items, gathering resources, and especially defeating tough enemies will be faster when attempted with a team. Think of yourself like a company. If the only employee is the manager, projects will progress slowly, whilst clients wait for long periods of time. However, if you employ people, the process will speed up tenfold, and your company will grow at exponential rates. In summary, if you have a crew to do things with, there will be a better workforce at hand, so things can be done better, faster, and easier. Reason 3. You can climb your way up the ranks. In RELL SEAS, if you don't have a crew, the only way to gain notoriety will be through your bounty being raised. But what if you were a commander of the most feared crew in the game? Or first mate? Or you could even be the captain. With a feared crew, high position, high bounty, good conqueror's hockey, and of course a fit to go with it, everybody that sails the 4 seas will think twice before approaching you. You could walk onto an island without the hassle of having to fight low-tier enemies because they fear you too much to attack. In summary, if you want to be a noticed and feared pirate in RELL SEAS, the best method will be to join a feared crew and obtain a high position. Reason 4. You will be very lonely. In One Piece, the anime that RELL SEAS is based off, it's not just about finding the One Piece or becoming the king of the pirates. It's also about how the crew are deeply connected and will support each other no matter the situation. Unlike the Straw Hats, we most likely won't be forming deep connections due to RELL SEAS being a Roblox game. But it's safe to say that the RELL brothers are making the game with the main intention of co-op gameplay. This means that if you don't have a crew to play the game with, you won't be able to experience a lot of the things made for groups of people or crews, and miss out, becoming bored and lonely. And that leads us smoothly on to the last reason. Reason 5. You will miss out on a lot of content. As I said before, the RELL brothers are most likely making the game with co-op as their top gameplay priority. So, most events will be intended for crews, like the aforementioned ship wars, marine wars, and being attacked by other crews, and much more. One could be saving a crewmate from execution at Marineford, whilst crews play fun content, reap great rewards, and gain skill and progression that no other content can offer. Solo players will be stuck to a minute selection of less interesting content and have an overall slower and more boring RELL SEAS experience. In conclusion, there are 5 reasons why you will need a crew in RELL SEAS. To survive frequent attacks from groups of enemies, to progress and obtain valuable items easier, to gain status as a pirate, to have company on your adventures, and to experience all of the content. Thanks for watching, and if you are looking for a crew in RELL SEAS, Sphinx Pirates is always recruiting. Link in description.